Wait, the snow is back in her. The nose. The snow is back. And it's back with a bloody vengeance. Ice all over the place. I've just come out of the car park of the park and ride, and really it's like, it was like attacking the killer ice scraping cars. And 81 could move because I couldn't see out the windscreen. And I think there's a bit of ice on the road because I felt my car sliding away. That wouldn't be canny. Wonder what the traffic's like on the rest of the roads. We'll have to wait and see. Doesn't look like the roads are being gritted very well through here. Saw a couple of ice scrapers last night on the roads, but tonight I haven't seen not a dicky bird of one gritter plough out like that in sight. Let's scan this way. Why aye? Waiting at the traffic lights. Then wait again. Get along this way. See what the roads has got in sight for us. Steering feels loose as hell. Gear stick's a bit dodgy, it's -1 degrees. Well, let's drive along. Turn right up the shortcut. Watch this be bloody ridiculous. Scrapey, icy wicey. Could have been across there, like. Up we can! Up the road! That can't behind the main road. Like a bloody death trap. Well, let us by before you come out, man, woman! You daft sod! Here we can! Follow the car in front. Cause he'll face the dangers before me. Why aye, man? Because that's the way we work in the northeast. Let them go in front and we'll see how it gets. Why, it's a French, and French cars I didn't think they're very good in the snow, but it has got canny big wheels on it. As you can see, not much has come along here to sort the road out. The land before time, remember to forget. But the snow is back, as you can see. Don't know why I repeated myself. Hey, a little bit of a sliding along, singing me song. Daft sod walking along the road, trying to get knocked out. I think it would have been quicker gone in the main roads, to be honest. But no, I thought I'd follow this lad. Sliding about like a daft sod in a dinner what? Like an icy piece of mayonnaise covered in oil in a dishcloth on a pan. Here we go, down the bank, following the cars in Gateshead. Be soon joining the Washington Highway when I get out of here. Car pulling over as well, letting us go down the road. Isn't this fun, lads and lasses? As you can see, the fields are white over there. Keeping second, so I didn't slip. And here we go, up the road. Oh, bloody hell, sound bloody horrible. But we're ganning yam to Hetton-Le-Hole, the north. As we head along Hetton banks, stopping at the stupidly placed traffic islands, letting one car through at a time, with the speed humps everywhere because they didn't want you to go now 3 miles an hour, because everyone's got time to dawdle about, no one's got to go to work either. And here's a car driving along with its side lights, the main beam. The amount of cars I've seen on the roads without the main beam on, they're ridiculous, because they could cause an accident or out like that. Here we go, down the bank. Cars pulling out, even though the conditions are icy. But let's see how it gets. Why aye, man, why aye. Hey, here we come along. 5:30 on a Wednesday night. And I thought the roads would be a bit busier than this. They're not too bad. Windscreen getting covered in shite of all the roads. The salt that the deeper on the roads ends up all over your car, on your windscreen, and all of that type of shite. Here you heading down to the 1231 roundabout. Takes you all the way to the city of Sunderland, which is the home of the Mackem. Why aye, that'll be canny, the Nars. We're heading to Pityaker town to spot the Pityakers, the Nars. More cars turning right and ganning straight on, which is a bit of a funyun. Not an onion, a funyun. Aye. An onion and a funyun and a mushroom. There's not mushroom in here, because that was a funyun onion. Why aye. And the lights are going to change to green in 3, 2, 1, and that'll be canny. Here we go. Rolling away. As you can see, the snow's glittering everywhere. Light in the sky, light in the land, and light in the roads. We're coming down the back of the 1231, and the traffic on the other side heading northbound is absolutely backed up to hell. Driving past. Here we go. Slow down, because that in the car was me mother from work. And we're going to slow right down. Hello, John! Hello! You alright? Alright, drive alongside us! Here we go! Alright, look at that! Look at it! Traffic's bloody everywhere! And that would... Look at the traffic heading up there. There must have been a crash on the motorway or somewhere like that. Why aye? Oh, he's coming our way. Is he coming our way? Or is he just taking the mick? Nobody knows. He's putting his indicator on and he's putting his brakes on. You alright? You see everyone screaming car? Oh, I just left mine. Well, the ice melted quicker. Beneath your windscreen and off where's there? I went no wonder they're watching that way. Same bad me mate. Cause he lives in Middlesbrough. Alright. The old place where they sound like they're from Yorkshire. It's all like that. Same as Hartlepool. All bloody same. All talk like they live in the land of put one into all. I can't understand that anyway. Right. Waiting for the lights to change. To go onto the Washington Highway.
Leaving Geordieland and the Gateshead and the plastic Geordies.
Why aye. Going to Pityaker town. The home of the Hetton Centre with the Bob Paisley bar. Apparently one of the Chuckle brothers is from Hetton-Le-Hole, but that's never mentioned. MC Hammer, we can and there, he's been there, he loves the place. He says, when I've finished my, no, he's not a country American. Young man, when I finish writing my musicals and things like that, I'm going to come back to Hetton-Le-Hole, and you're going to know. But I didn't think he's like a, you know what I mean, a country and western type like. Considering he's from African descent. Bit wind up like the bit winds up canny on the Washington Highway. With a big fence all the way along, and see some crazy bugger decides to flip the car and fly all the way over the other side. Obviously it's only gone for a little bit way for some stupid reason. They must have run out of money or something to spend, I don't know. The amount of money that they're wasting on themselves, I don't know what they're doing, man. What they're doing, I haven't got a bloody clue. The Nars. let this lad on. Oh well then, well it could be a lass you didn't know till you see them. Like that, like yo, we go. And that's the thanks I get. A windscreen full of shit, you know. This is one of the main arterial routes from Gateshead to the city of Sunderland. It also takes you to Washington because it's the Washington Highway, which will also feature the galleries. Why I man. Hey, let all the cars on the road. Facelift, what's that like? God must do some serious jobs if they need a bloody van for it. Well, we're already seeing a lot of snow in January, but apparently that's not enough. We've got it also extended to bloody February. And now the rest of the world gets lovely climates, lovely temperatures, and seasonal consistency. But in the UK, especially the northeast of England, they do not want to do. They think, well, am I going to be hot today? Am I going to be cool today? Nobody knows. And this road here is heading up to the roundabouts that take you up Shiny Ra. Shiny Ra, Shiny Ra. Another pit yak in town with a lot of pit yackers and people like that. You've also got Pension Monument, which you can get up the top and throw the legs up if you've got nothing else better today. And you can also get the country park. Right? Keep going along, you can turn the A19, or you can get, what the? Why I man, you big bloody Mercedes Benz driver, chucking snow all over me car, what do you think you're doing? There's a car waiting to get out, but that's the one there and out. I think I'll go through Shiny Railway, because I haven't been up that way for a canny way. Why yeah. Let's take the scenic route, or maybe the unscenic route, if you're from a posh area where you've got lots of things. Here we go, up the back. Way yeah, way yeah. Let him in because he's rushing in. Hang it on, hang it on. Bananas. Well, that roundabout, there's too much space, so I decided to do big lines coming off it. If you wouldn't know, you couldn't move any further than that, all the way wherever you want. Way yeah, way yeah. That'll be cannon, the nice. Here we are heading round the roundabout, cannon through Shiny Ra. Idiot! I see a cost cutter over there. Why aye man, in a coral because you cannot have enough of gambling in the northeast of England. Couple of pubs. I mean the pubs stay open longer here than they do in Hetton-Le-Hole like. Kids throwing snowballs, little shits. Why aye. Well, I went there probably did that myself when I was a kid, but now it's just a right bloody inconvenience. Here we're driving up the main street. From this way. Oh look! People crossing the road, you bloody idiot! Oh yeah, have we gone? You can go up here and you can go the country road to the city of Sunderland. There's another funeral directors and another takeaway. Like in Hetton-Le-Hole, you can't have enough. What's that? The end of the pub? Why yeah man, because everyone loves a pint. Why man, a pint, pint, pint. Here we have a car turning right. Well, we have to wait and see, like. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what they were doing because I couldn't see the wheels, so they'll be waiting anyway. Here we go. Why? See that way? Up there, on the left, takes you up to City of Sunderland. But this way takes you to Shiny Ra College in Houghton-le-Spring. Here we go, stuck behind the learner driver. Why aye? Right, eyes on the learner driver. Hey, can he do it right? Nobody knows. But I'm sure you'll have fun trying anyway. I remember when I was learning to drive. Bloody horrible, all you can do is wait to pass your test. But I suppose it's going to be done. It's got to be done, because if you didn't pass your test, then you're not legal to drive, I suppose. Pass and go in 1 week. Why, aye. Oh, you might pass in the next century, blue. Why, aye. Here we go. Right, we've just passed Shiny Rock College in the Philadelphia, which used to be called, was it the Lambton Arms, or Lambton Castle, or something like that? And that way it takes you along to the Lambton Lion Park, aye. Well, when it used to be there. But all the lions got out and ate everyone. Bit of a spray because my windscreen's full of shit. Aye. An industrial estate, like in Hetton, you got industrial estates, you got farmland, you got garages, and the car wash. Operated by the people that come in the inside of tyres on the back of lorries. Why, aye. Right, we're heading up. Getting up the road, slowing down for the learner driver. Why, aye. Right, we're about to stop now, I think. Yeah, where do you think you get? Now you have to do it, like you have to take your driving lessons. You can't just jump in the car these days and drive about scot-free, because it's not Arabia, it's not Saudi Arabia, and they just chipped a bloody stone on me windscreen. Other day I had to get my windscreen repaired because for some reason I'm not fully comp. I'm third party fire and theft, and well, oh look at that. Car turn right, and it's not even in the middle of the bloody road. Here we go, heading to houghton-le-spring. As you say, it snowed here as well. Gateshead wasn't just the only place to get some snow. You know what? We'll get home sometime tonight. Oh yeah. There you have the sun, not the real sun, because it would be burning your eyes, and you wouldn't be alive this close to the sun. Here we come to the intersection, the crossroads of New Bottle Bank. And there's the bus. If it took it any wider, it began to Sunderland. You know. Here we go. Agreeing you can go, lad. How are you? Come on, you can dig it. There we go. Up and there's a car. Couldn't be bothered to wait. And he's pimped out, Lewitt BMW with black alloys. There you got Mama's Italian Kitchen, which used to be Benito's. I've never known. A place closed down as an Italian restaurant that went from a pub and then opened back up as another Italian restaurant. The nice. Here we're getting down New Bottle Bank. They'll be breaking in a minute, won't they? Or they put it into thought so they didn't have to dig out. But just up here, near the garage, notorious place for speed cameras. Speed camera vans, of course, not people dressed in suits, like Remy Galliard, who did the famous speed camera van. On the right here, you have the renowned Grasswell Chippy in Grasswell. Lovely fish and chips, if they wants to venture out to Hetton-Le-Hole into Hetton-Le-Spring and New Bottle. Up on the left here behind the trees, keeping it nice, you've got Hetton Quarry. We've also got Crawl Up the Bank, but that's a different story. In the distance you can see the popular station jet, petrol of course, and diesel if you've got that. Speed camera van was normally just on the right here, but there's not one at the minute. The council must be saying to the coppers they cannot keep using our pass to take money off people. We'll do that ours, increased council tax rates. Why, yeah. There's the entrance to the quarry. And we're getting down past the Comrades and Tyre Spot. Tyre Spot if you want some tyres, and not if you're tired though. And Comrades and TRD Houghton, which sells you some cars. Why, aye, man. If you're going around the roundabout all the way, your third exit, that'll take you to Houghton-le-Spring. But I'm not doing that because I didn't need a gun there. Up there's Houghton Estate. Been there as long as I know. Right, enough of that. I'm sick of driving like a snail. Here we go. There's the cup, where you can buy all your fresh veg and stuff for your weekly shop. Stuff like that. And here you've got the roundabout, which takes you to Anywhere you want, really. You can go to Durham if you're going all the way around. The way I'm going. You can go up the bank there where that Merc's going to take you to the city of Sunderland on the A690, because that road is the A690. You can that way to Houghton-le and see him. Or you can go this way to Hetton-Le-Hole, land of the Prince Alcoholics. Why, hi man! And we're coming along the dual carriageway alongside the A690, you know. Aye, so if you keep going along here and you didn't turn left to go to Hetton-Le-Hole, Hetton-Le-Hole, tremendous place to live, to be. It is absolutely bloody brilliant. But you get PC blood, whoop whoop, and I'll tell you what my mate calls them, because I think it'll upset a few people. But we're coming along, and we're heading along, Hetton-Le-Hole. Hetton-Le-Hole. Who is? I live in Hetton-Le-Hole. Do you live in Hetton-Le-Hole? Yes, I do have to ask this maverick cat. Hey, windscreen again because it's covered in shite. There you've got. Yes, I think it's like a clinic, and it's got a church spire, shit like that. Left here, a local convenience store in Hetton-Le-Spring, if you want something like that. Hey, here we're coming along past Houghton Cemetery. I wonder if there's anyone in Hetton who had people buried in Houghton. Now that would be a bit of a dilemma. I'm from Hetton, but I'm getting buried in Houghton. I know the funeral directors because you can't get enough. And then we come past the Burn, which is the last pub in Hetton-Le-Spring next to Hetton-Le-Hole. Well, this road up, sandstorm. Sand? It's bloody snow, you daft wallop. Well, you know. You know, after a day at work like your mind becomes frazzled, you know. Frazzled and bedazzled. Why, yeah. Oh, look at the edge on that man. Oh, I've got edge. I've got more edge than a 50p piece, than a 20p piece, and Rentger Steelworks. More edges than Rentger Steelworks. Why, yeah. Hey, stop then. You've seen us. You know, that car was waiting to turn right, but it was pointing this way. What the hell's the point in that, man? That's in that. But I wonder if this is the last snow we'll get. February, as I say, and the snogging has continued from January. There's someone walking along the path with a hood up. Hoodie, hoodie, hoodie. Oi, oi, oi. Hey, thank you. Good enough. Look at this! Cars parked every bloody way you can get moved for them, man.